Today we'll be discussing on 6 new training concepts to level up your training program. The strength as a measure of hypertrophy, also a witness lift. What is a witness lift? When it comes to a strength as a measure of muscle hypertrophy, short-term strength gains, minimum size increase due to neuroadaptation, meaning that your body, when it is a new exercise, for example, an overhead press, you will gain your strength quite rapidly in that exercise, meaning you are not actually stronger or actually have more muscle growth. You're just adapting to it because your neuromuscular adaptation is happening. When it comes to long-term strength gains, it is a good correlation of hypertrophy, meaning you are gaining size. As for a witness lift, is a lift not in your regular program, used to gauge strength as an improvement. A good witness lift, for example, is the Arnold press. The Arnold press effective as a main training similar movements like the dumbbell press and the barbell press. So a witness lift is basically a lift that you do not use in your normal routine. You use it one time, you get the measurements of that one time, and then you do it another time, maybe with example 1 month, and you do the Arnold press and see how much you have improved the Arnold press without even doing it. For example, a bad witness lift is a little race because it depends heavily on your body positioning, how you do the movement, etc. Benchmark sets and volume as energy balance. Benchmark sets is done when you do your first exercise. I typically use it. It is a way of monitoring your weekly progress, and it's also a way that you determine if you need a reactive deload. It is done when you, for example, you have this exercise, you need to progress within it every week. Once you are not progressing in this exercise because it is the first exercise and you are not even fatigued, it is a great idea that you do a reactive deload on that exercise, on that particular muscle group that you are focusing. When it comes to volume, volume is the main source of hypertrophy. So you can think of it as a diet. Total energy intake over time dictates your body fat level. For if you always eat in a surplus and also a dirty surplus, meaning a dirty bulk, you will have a higher percentage of body fat. When it comes to a calorie deficit and you have been doing a calorie deficit for a long period, you will be fairly leaner. Training to failure and reactive deloads. Training to failure is a continuous variable. A true failure is unable to complete a repetition. This is known as momentary muscle failure. This is when you try to do a repetition, but you cannot. Literally, you cannot lift a dumbbell, for example. Doing a bicep curl, you go to do it, you cannot do it. You try again, you cannot get it. Volitional failure is most trainees stop here when the effort feels maximum. So for example, you doing the bench press, it gets hard and you stop. Maybe you had more, no? Reactive deloads, these are reactive deloads are when you have a muscle which is, for example, you are not performing well on it and you try to reduce the. So basically when you are doing plan deload, you may hinder your strength gains without offering any benefits because you are basically doing a plan deload. You are not sure that you when you are doing a plan deload, you are not sure that you are actually on that week you will be needing a deload. So doing a reactive deload makes even more sense because you are actually hindered, you are actually fatigued, and you actually do need it, and you only do it on that particular muscle group, not on your whole entire body. When choosing a training split, you do not simply say you're going to do a upper and lower split. You need to check your volume, optimal volume for muscle growth, training frequency, how much you're going to be training, how much you're going to be training that muscle group, how many gym sessions weekly you will be doing. These are the key considerations that you need to follow. Also, you must manage fatigue, local and not systemically. When what feels like systemic fatigue is often mentally fatigue and not local fatigue. That was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe.